Hello and welcome to Star Wars Galaxy of Heroes Grand Arena Championships Season 34, Week 2, Round 1. My name is Boma Fett. I am 0-3 on the season. After doing relatively well in 5v5 last season, I ended up with 2 impossible matchups in Week 1. My third matchup was actually a winnable one. I ended up losing by a few banners because I accidentally chose the wrong Imperial Trooper squad from my loadouts. I just wasn't paying enough attention. I selected the one that had Veers as the leader and didn't realize it did not have Fiat and Dark Trooper, and by the time I realized that, it was too late, so I ended up dropping a battle that I shouldn't have dropped, and that cost me the match. It was actually a really good match. I'm really proud of a 2-shot that I did on Jedi Master Luke. I did not have a Galactic Legend available to take out his JML, and I sent in my Newt with Jango in order to take out the sides. Jango was able to ignore the taunt, and so he was able to take out Bastila and Wat Tambor. And then I came in with Darth Vader in the next battle and took out his JML. So it was a really cool 2-shot. I was really proud of it. But unfortunately, my phone memory was full, and so the video did not save. So I would have loved to have shown that to you, but unfortunately all I can do is tell you about it. Now, after going 0-3 in Week 1, I've dropped from Kyber 2 back down to Kyber 3, and hopefully I have some better matchups this week. So let's see who my opponent is this round. Damon Killian. Let's go to the hotbot for a quick comparison. Alright, so it looks like there's more red on Killian's side, at least in the important areas, than there is green on my side. So let's zoom in and take a closer look. The GAC stats show that Killian is a really good GAC player. They're only a couple hundred wins behind me, less than a couple hundred wins behind me. But the one thing that kind of stands out is that their defense are quite a bit lower than mine. And so it looks like from these statistics that Killian is a much more offense-focused player. And in looking at the GAC history, it does appear that that really is the case. He usually does not put any Galactic Legends on defense. Killian's overall GP is almost 800,000 more than mine, including almost 200,000 more in the top 80. He has a few more Zetas and a few more Omicrons than I have. But my big advantage is in speed added. You can see I have a much faster roster than Killian does. You can see that both here in the average speed added and in the mod analysis, where it shows I have a lot more mods with high-speed secondaries. I also have 63 more 6-stop mods, which could be important when it comes to fleets. Killian has almost 30 more Gear 13 characters, and that translates to over 150 more total relic levels, 574 to 414. This number has recently spiked upward for me as I go for SLKR. I should have him unlocked by the end of this week, and then it may take me a week or 2 to get him geared up and reliced up. We'll see. Now, more relic characters means more opportunities to apply datacrons, and Killian does have 3 level 9 datacrons. One of these is on Lord Vader, and one is the Dash Cron, but it looks like he saves both of those for offense. However, other than those 3 level 9s, he only has 1 level 6 to 8, and none in the 3 to 5 range. So it looks like Killian doesn't really engage that much with datacrons. My datacron numbers are way down because I have had a really difficult time just getting them to drop in Conquest. I do that Sector 1 bonus node over and over and over again trying to get datacrons to drop, and I've only gotten a few each of the last 2 conquests. So I don't have the stable of datacrons that I'd really like to have. Killian has 4 Galactic Legends to my 2, but as I mentioned earlier, he usually does not put any on defense, so hopefully that means I should be able to full clear him, and I may even be able to put one of my Galactic Legends on defense to try and trip him up. In the key characters, Killian does have Ben Solo. I think this is the first person I faced who has Ben Solo, but he only has him at Gear 9. So I'm not really concerned about that, Besides, he should go with Ray, and again, Galactic Legends are something that he saves for offense. So I probably will not see Ben solo. His Darth Malgus is also under-geared, only gear 10. Killian does have the Profundity, but he saves the Profundity for offense, so I may see the Executor on defense, but shouldn't have to deal with both of these. If he were to put both on defense, that might be trouble. Now, because of the Profundity, of course that means a Relic 9 Akbar, but you can see he also has his Sortie up to gear 12. So unlike a lot of the people I face who completely ignore the newer characters, Killian has actually been gearing up some of these newer characters. Now, Killian made his attacks as soon as the attack phase started, so let's take a look at the board. Alright, so you can see that Damon cleared 2 zones. We'll see what he did in the bottom here. So I placed my own Bastila with JML and Watt, and he took 4 battles there and couldn't get through it. He tried once against Qui-Gon and then gave up there. He one-shot my Malgus. He took 2 to beat CLS, and he one-shot Maul. In the top zone, he one-shot the Bounty Hunters. He took 2 against the Sith Triumvirate, 2 against Dash Rendar, 4 against the Shock Clones, and 13 against Beskar Mando. So I think it's safe to assume that he is done attacking my squads. He has nothing left to clear those squads in the bottom zone. Now in the fleets, he took 2 against my Thrawn fleet and 1 against the Finalizer and the Home 1. Now I love the fact that my defense stopped him. However, here in the back, I placed Savage with Malik, and I placed my Darth Revan squad. So those are some really good squads that I could have used on offense, but instead they're going to sit in the back and do nothing. So a little bit of a waste there. So let's see his defense. In the top zone, we've got a Newt Gunray squad, General Grievous, Poggle, Geonosians, and Dooku. In the bottom zone, we've got Adrad, EP Mara and Starkiller, Padme, Bosk, and Shock Clones. So we're going to start against Starkiller, and I'm just going to go ahead and overkill this with Kenobi, Cat, and Kenobi. We'll go ahead and just take out Starkiller. I'll go after Mara. Yeah, completely overkill. Completely overkill. $67 there. Against Adrad, I am going to take Wedge, Han, and Chewie. And the idea here is that we just burn through Adrad as quickly as possible. There's no tank on the other side to prevent me from going straight after Adrad. Let's see if we can get a stun on Jin. No. Okay, we need to get back on to Adrad. There we go. Now that he's gone, we can get rid of Jin. So this won't be good banners, but it's a win. 54. Against Shock, Echo, and Fives, I'm going to go with Jedi Knight Luke. We'll give him Hermit Yoda and Kyle Katarn. Or do I want to give him Ayla Sakura? I could put Katarn with Mothma if I need Mothma, and go with Ayla here. I'm not positive this is going to work, actually. Let's stun them all. Let's try and keep her stunned. We'll give this to Luke. We almost got through her. There we go. Love the stuns. We're stuck behind the taunt here. Okay, taunt is gone now. We just got to try and keep Ayla alive. And her stunning the other guys is going to help a lot. Goodbye, Fives. We'll give this to Ayla now. Oh, we're not going to get her all the way healed. That's okay. 56. Against Padme, we'll take Jedi Knight Revan. And I've got a Datacron for these guys that gives me a whole bunch of resistance penetration, because both Revan and Yoda do special damage. Well, this is what I would normally do in 5v5. Hopefully it still works in 3v3. We'll mark Padme. Swap turns with Yoda. Oh, I don't like that stun. We'll mark her again. Let's go ahead and steal some of their buffs. Big hit. Swap turns with Yoda again. Let's spread some buffs. We've almost got her down. Ah. Mark her one more time. Big hit. There we go. Okay, now we'll switch over to Yoda. Spread our buffs. Now we can call assists. Leaving Yoda out in the open is not ideal, R2. Okay, only a 54. That's okay. Against Bosk, we'll go ahead and take our own bounty hunters. And we're going to go after IG. Try and get this contract. Ah. Yeah, we'll do the mass assist. That's fine. We'll roar. And let's go ahead and... I actually kind of want to delete Boba. He's the bigger offensive threat. And because of the Disintegrate, that means he can't come back, even though he had his Bounty Hunter's Resolve. So it's going to take a while to get back around to another Disintegrate. You can see we're not doing much to Bosk, but now we're going to do much. There we go. How's that for doing much? We'll roar again. Mass assist. And disintegrate. 57. Let's see what's hiding in the back. Oh, look at that. Lord Vader. Alright, well, I am not going to be able to full clear, but I don't need to. I only need to clear 3 zones. So we'll go against Maul with Starkiller. All right, let's shock them. We'll do tenacity down again. We're just going to keep doing this again, over and over and over. And easy peasy, 56. I'm going to come back to this zone. I'm going to clear the front zone. Against GG, I am going to take Wampa. And I got a good Datacron for him. When Darkside allies inflict damage over time, they gain a stack of protection up. It also has some armor and potency. Protection up. Roar. You guys have seen this 1,000 times. I'll go ahead and fast forward it. $59. Alright, against Newt, Watt, and Magna. This is a really unusual comp. Looking on SWGOH.GG, there are barely any battles with this comp. And it looks like most people just totally overkill it, and those people who don't overkill it usually don't win. So I'm going to go ahead and overkill it. We'll take in General Skywalker. So we're going to be stuck behind that Magna Guard taunt for a while. See if we can get a stun. Okay. Now once we get below his protection, well, doesn't matter. He's going to taunt anyhow. 56. We're going to go after the Geonosians. We'll just do Vader. We'll give him a friend. We're not going to be able to loop Vader, so I'm going to go ahead and take in a full squad of 3. We'll go Merciless and Force Crush and Force Crush and Throw and Merciless. So we were able to loop Vader. I didn't think I'd be able to. Force Crush. And Throw. 57. Against Dooku. So this is another comp where there are only a few of them on SWGOH.GG. I'm going to go ahead and go Padme with Ki-Adi-Mundi and Ahsoka Tano. Okay, what I'd like to do is stun Jango Fett. I'm worried about him one-shotting somebody. So even though I couldn't do any damage against him, I wanted him stunned. Now with all 3 of them in stealth, I can attack whoever I want. I'm going to put the armor shred here on Dooku. Of course, that means he gets his counterattacks. That's okay. We'll do a big hit here. Okay, now we'll protection up. And Jango is available now, so let's go after him. We'll have to take him down twice, of course. That's 1. Yeah, that's the big hit that I was worried about. Okay, another kick to the face. Suddenly they're landing stuns against me. I don't like that. Stop that. Okay, goodbye. Let's see if we can get some healing. There we go. That'll help. Really like to kick him in the face. Okay, goodbye Asajj. Goodbye Dooku. 54. Not great banners. And against Poggle. This is another one of those unusual comps. Very few examples of this on SWGOH.GG. I'm going to go ahead and take in my Jedi Training Rey. We'll wiggle. I'm going to put the wave here on Droideka. See if we can stun Droideka. Good stun there, R2. Burn them all. There we go. Droideka's the big threat there. Let's wave Poggle. Goodbye, Soldier. And 56. Okay. So I have cleared 2 zones and I'm in the lead Everything from here on out is gravy. We've got a Tarkin fleet, Negotiator, and Holdo. So we'll go against the Negotiator with the Executor. Go ahead and go straight after Anakin. Beautiful. We'll put a mark on Anakin. And let's get rid of him. Remember that the Executor was made to counter the Negotiator. Negotiator was the meta, and they brought out the Executor specifically to beat. Well, it was the Negotiator and the Malevolence, but really the Negotiator was more of the meta. We'll go ahead and heal up Cad Bane. I'm just going to do a basic. We'll put a mark over here on Rex. Need to get rid of Sarge because he's taunting. Okay, we'll put a mark over on Plo Koon. Get rid of the Negotiator, rather, not the Executor. $72. Against Tarkin, I am going to take in Malevolence. Now, most people have been putting Thrawn on defense, because if he can get to his ultimate, you know you can at least take out one ship, and so you can steal some banners with Thrawn. But I know a lot of people like Tarkin's capital ship better for offense. This is kind of an unusual starting lineup with the Gauntlet Starfighter in there. I don't know that I've ever fought this lineup before, so we'll see how it goes. Alright, so they got their reinforcement out immediately, which means that they've got the Interceptor on the other side. But the Interceptor was not actually the ship that came out, it was the shuttle. Okay, we're almost through the bomber. Put more buzz droids on it. They're almost through my hyena, that's not good. Okay, let's bring in the spy. And let's get rid of Vader. And now Palpatine's shuttle. Okay, there's the Interceptor. I could really use more buzz droids, guys. Where are the buzz droids? We're not getting any assists because we don't have any buzz droids out there. Ooh, hyena's really close to death. Okay, here comes some buzz droids. That'll help some. Buzz droids there. There goes my hyena. Alright. I think Tarkin's about to get his ult. Yep, here it is. Okay, let's bring in the soldier. So this is not going to be good banners. Malevolence almost never is. 64. And against the Radis, we will take the Negotiator. People sometimes ask why I scroll down and I grab the Y-Wing first. It's because if you put in Anakin's ship first and the Y-Wing after that, the Y-Wing will block Anakin's ship. It makes it very tough to select Anakin's ship when you want to select it. So you can see here, Anakin's ship is now closest to me. Okay, we'll call the mass assist. We'll try and get buff immunity over there. Get rid of the bomber. Let's bring in Plo Koon for some healing. And we'll pump turn meter. Okay, Anakin just had his unending loyalty triggered. Let's keep the taunt there on the Y-Wing. Unusual reinforcement there with the bomber. Let's put unending loyalty back on Anakin. And get rid of their Falcon. Let's go with a big hit from Ahsoka. Nice. There's days all over my squad. Don't really like that. I would call the mass assist here, but I've got a couple of guys. Actually, you know what? It's the two defensive guys who have the days. The offensive guys can still assist. So 70 banners. What do we have left? Scion of Django, Fin Poe, Cad Bane with Zam Omicron. Okay, Fin Poe. Normally you do Wedge Han Chewie. I don't have Wedge Han Chewie available. I'm guessing that my Imperial Troopers can probably do this. Gotta select the right one. See, last time I selected the one that says Veers Troopers. What I want is VPD Troopers. Both of them have Veers in the lead. So I just selected the wrong one. And I was going so fast, I selected it, I hit battle, and then I got into the battle and went, wait a second, this isn't the right squad. Okay, put the Emperor's Trap. And punch Hero Finn. Goodbye, Hero Finn. And now we just have OG Finn left. This should do it. 57. Against these bounty hunters, they're going to be fast, right? Wonder if my Mothma with Katarn will be even faster. This squad actually got me a couple of holds last week when I put it on defense. Garbage Datacron. I have no clue if this is going to work. Okay, so I am faster. Oh, the stun there's not great. I have no idea what Mothma's moves do. Most of the time I probably just want to do a basic. Very nice Katarn. Alright, well, this is working. Quite pleased with this. And 56. Against his Scion of Django. I'm going to take a bounty hunter squad of my own. And the reason is I have a bounty hunter Datacron. Burn. See if we can get a stun here. Nice. Ah, good counterattacking. That's the Datacron. You start with Retribution. 55. Alright, so I'm going to leave it there. I'm going to make one attack against this Lord Vader, and that way it will show up in the GAC history. So the next person who scouts him, or people who scout him next week, will see that he does put Lord Vader in the back on defense. So I'm not doing this because I think there's any way of beating this. I am doing it as a favor to other players. Alright, so that's where I'm going to leave it. I'm going to assume this is a win at this point. 1740 to 1009. After 13 battles against Beskar Mando, 4 against Jedi Master Luke, and multiple other drop battles, I can't imagine Damon Killian has anything left. So he did catch me with Lord Vader in the back, so good on you for playing good strategy there, but couldn't really do much against my defense. So I would like to thank Damon Killian for the match. I'd like to thank you all for watching, and I will see you next time.